G'day DLive and welcome back to the Gives a Minute DLive stream for a Monday afternoon affair. It has just gone 5 minutes past 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you. Whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content, you're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Looking into the chit chat, I see Nordic Prince, I see Blubber Bob, and I see a follow from Dice Genetic, and I see Gives a Dipshit. I see 4 crew, and therefore 4 freaking cheerses, because everyone gets a cheers when they join the Gives a Minute DLive stream chit chat. This is a glass, it's fresh and clean, it's straight out of the dishwasher. This is a filthy microphone. When these two things touch each other, somehow, somewhere in some intergalactic stratosphere, this represents the cheers. And I've got no idea why that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cheerses. Before we move on any further, let's just get rid of this troll. I've got no time for this shit today. Out of there. A follow from Dice-Genek Moron. Dice-Genek. Yo, Dice-Genek, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Nordic Prince says he made it. Good, nice person. Yay, I did. Yeah, I did pray. He's a good man. Nordic, I'm not too sure what you're referencing. Not too sure what that's about, but hello. Blubber Bob with a sticker, and there's the follow. Blueski's in the house. G'day, Blueskis. How you doing? Good to see you, Blueskis. Now, over the weekend, there was a live stream. Justin Sun did a live stream. Nobody got to see it. Nobody that I know, and certainly I've asked around, and nobody seems to have any idea what this stream was about. Or, I beg your pardon, what the stream was, what was mentioned in the stream. We all know what the stream was about. The stream was about the future of DLive. Here's the thing though. The stream was not conducted on DLive. It was done on the DLive protocol. Now I want to open up this stream to discussing what other DLive creators think about that. How do we feel that we've been, let's just say, ostracized against that content? We would like to know what the future of this site holds. And if it's coming from the absolute top, which Justin Sun arguably is, even though we thought he gave up his position as CEO of the Tron Foundation, either way, he did this stream. Nobody got to see it. We weren't even allowed to see it because it wasn't done here on DLive. It was done on the protocol. That's PC only. And the stream was titled, or in the description on the Twitter, was The Future of DLive. So doesn't that make... It makes me feel a little uneasy. Yet, if I look around the Discord, and I've got it open here before I began my stream so I can still see the Discord, there's not a lot of talk about it. There's a couple of people in the partners Discord, which is not public facing, it's for partners only. There's a couple of people, including myself, asking what happened. Do we not get told what the future of this site is? And then there's one person that mentioned it in the public facing Discord. So Rob Mack's in the house. G'day, Rob Mack. How you doing, man? Me too, Gives. Yeah, Blueskis. I feel like I just want to open up at least the start of this stream, however long this part goes for. I just want to open this up to the conversation. The conversation is that no one's having this conversation. That's the thing. Like, nobody's talking about this. And why not? We literally had an opportunity to hear about the site from the man who runs the show. He chose not to do it on DLive. He tweeted it on the official DLive, or he tweeted it, then the official DLive Twitter retweeted it, and they kept us from seeing it. There's no replays of it. So what the hell was said? And why weren't we allowed to see it? Now you could say, well, you were allowed to see it, man. You had to just sign up to the DLive protocol. And if you're lucky enough to be on a Windows machine, you're good to go. If you're unfortunate enough to be on a Mac, that's not a possibility because that hasn't been written for Mac. And I know this because I've been talking with the dev team a year ago now, over a year ago about this. So my point here on this, at least the opening part of this stream, Rob Mack, the DLive protocol didn't work for him. So Rob Mack tried to watch it and it didn't work. So, and that's sad to hear. So as a community, right? As a community, which apparently we are here, a big, beautiful community. How come nobody was told about this? How come nobody has bullet points or at least notes? Or how come nobody restreamed this so that we could hear it, so that we could understand what our platform holds? It feels like we've been cheated. Let's get this dig out of the way. It feels like we've been cheated here. That's what it feels like. So at this point, if we can get some crew to discuss this, they're welcome to do it here on this stream on my channel. I know a lot of people are sort of shying away from it. They don't want to talk about it. It's like this false facade that everything's fine, everything's cool, no worries. And it might be, right? It might be everything that's cool. But we don't know because we didn't see the stream. So I feel like we're entitled to have this discussion. It's been 2 days post that stream. It went live at midday Singapore time on Saturday. It's now 3 p.m. on Monday Australian time, which would also put it at midday Monday Singapore time. So it's been 2 full days. Jeremiah, is there no VOD of the stream? No, there isn't. That's the thing. There isn't. The DLive protocol exists as a peer-to-peer live streaming protocol. So when you install the software, you get a magnet link, kind of like a torrent, right? You know all about torrents. You get a torrent, or you get a magnet link for the stream. And when you plug that into your BitTorrent protocol client, you then become essentially the CDN that helps spread this stream out. It's quite an ingenious idea, right? It's quite beautiful, actually. The concept, it revolves around everybody installing the software and getting the magnet stream key every time they want to watch. So I could, well, I can't because I'm on a Mac, but if they ever did write it for a Mac, I could theoretically do all of my streaming on the DLive protocol. The catch is for the viewer, which is probably pretty handy for dickhead trolls like the one that's coming in with multiple accounts here. The beautiful thing about that would be that you would have to, or the hard thing would be that the trolls would have to take a stream key, plug that into their software, and then they are quite literally on sending the stream peer-to-peer. So it's going out, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It takes away, it's extremely decentralized at that point, like takes away the middleman. In fact, in many ways, it adds thousands of middlemen, but no one particular. So that's what exists. This software exists, and DLive protocol shouldn't be confused with DLive.tv. They're two completely separate entities. Why Justin Sun chose to tweet about the protocol on the official DLive Twitter and make it ambiguous as to where it was going to be streamed? Because there were people saying, oh, well, that actually reads like it's going to be streamed on DLive as well. And it kind of did. It did. It looked that way. I clarified it by asking and never got an answer, but just a generic response that it's very difficult because of the nature of peer-to-peer. So I just said, is this stream going to be streamed on DLive or only on the protocol? Thanks for the host, Blueskis. Jason's in the house. G'day, Jason. How you doing, man? Rich in the house. Hey, give us just a quick visit. See how. Thank you, man. Cheers, Rich. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, and so like I said earlier, I want to open up this stream for this discussion, or at least the start of this stream. If anybody has anything to add to this, if anybody was lucky enough to watch it, can you let us know what the future of DLive holds? I mean, that's the question on most people's lips, right? What is the future of DLive? It looks like the future of DLive is the DLive protocol. Justin Sun owns them both. He could easily just pull the rug out from underneath one and say, you know what? Not doing it on DLive.tv anymore. All of those resources are getting shunted across to the protocol. That's happening as of... He might have even said this 2 days ago, for all we know. It sounds like it removes a lot of the accessibility for streaming. Accessibility. One would argue it makes it a little trickier to stream on the protocol because you're relying on your viewers to not only watch the stream, but to host the stream. Literally. Blueskis, without us, there is no DLive. Well, this is true, but then again, people come, people go. We've seen that pretty damn clearly. It's not just about the people. And if it was about the people, there would be a great deal of effort from DLive to retain the people. DLive don't give two hoots what you do. If you want to leave, they almost open the door for you and lay the carpet out and say, off you go. Instead, they should be saying, hey, you thinking of leaving DLive? Oh, well, let's get on a call together and discuss this. Like, can we talk about it? Can we work out what's bugging you? Like, why do you think you might want to leave? Like, what are the options that you're looking at, and why is it going to be better? Instead, DLive don't do that. DLive say, okay, ta-ta, take care. The door will be open for you if you want to come back. Off you go. It's wrong. It's a wrong approach. So that way, Blueskis, even though I do agree with your comment, without us there is no DLive, it's a nice gesture, but it's fundamentally not true because there'll always be new people that just rock up to start streaming. Funnily enough, DLive give you a nice warm welcome when you come here, but they don't do any of that sort of nice housekeeping to keep you here. I call it GLive now, GLive. So your viewers must also be seeders. It sounds kind of dumb. Jason, I kind of think it's a pretty cool idea, actually. Like the idea of the viewer seeding the stream out to a wider audience. It's kind of like viral marketing. It relies on okay, so they talk about community here on DLive all the time. Community, how good the community is. On the protocol, the community has to be strong because they're literally the ones on seeding the stream. So if you get a community of like 10,000 viewers that are on sending it, theoretically pumping it to even 2 people, right? You've just doubled your viewership almost instantly. It's kind of unique in that regard. Would it work for small creators like myself? Probably not. Would it work for someone like, say, Joe Rogan or someone? Absolutely, right? Joe Rogan, if Joe Rogan streamed on the DLive protocol, his network would just mass populate, right? Be huge. And there's no one that can control it, no one that can pull the pin on it. It's decentralized. It comes originally from his computer with his OBS going out through a magnet link to everybody else. Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What about mobile users on the protocol? Good question, Jeremiah. Good question. I don't think they can use it. I don't think they can use it. It's kind of dumb. The client is only Windows. This is bad. This is bad, and it's been that way for quite a while now. Because I got on a dev call with the guys. So someone at DLive, I'm not going to mention who, but someone at DLive propositioned that maybe you'd be interested in this, Gives, and I'm like, absolutely. It sounds really cool. So I got on a dev call team with these guys, 4 in total. This goes over a year ago to talk about how this would work. And my fear with it is that it's sort of like, because it's so decentralized, there's no telling what you could do on it, right? If you wanted to live broadcast like this tool did in New Zealand, shooting up a monastery or a mosque or whatever it was, right? He did it to Facebook. You could theoretically do that on the protocol and there's no one to stop you. So you could, but in that same argument, you could say, well, you know, you could burn down a forest with a match. right? You don't do it, but you can do it. So yeah, there's always going to be the dicks that spoil it, right? Yo, Kev J Robbo in the house. How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. Just jumping in quick. Wouldn't say the future looks bright. Community streams, barely any events, practically no staff. Still zero promotion unless it's from streamers. And this is coming from a global partner, folks. Global partner right here, Kev J Robbo. Been a global partner for quite some time. He doesn't have a great viewpoint for the future. He says, I wouldn't say the future looks bright. There are zero community streams. There's barely any events, practically no staff left, and still zero promotion unless it's from streamers. And yeah, that's sad, but that's the reality. Having said that, I don't know if you saw it, Kev, but there was a stream from Justin Sun. He chose to do it on the protocol, not on DLive. We don't know what was said, but the stream was the future of DLive. So it's been 2 days since then. The site still exists, but what does the future hold? We don't know because no one's telling anybody. How come Justin Sun hasn't come out and redone that stream on DLive? It's been 2 days. He could have done a rehash, like even just like a, hey folks, for those that couldn't catch the protocol stream I did on Saturday, here it is again. I'm going to just cut through all the crap and just go through the bullet points of what we talked about. Done. Then we'd all be on the same page. Personally, I don't think he cares. Yeah, I mean that's my take on it too. That's my gut instinct is that Justin Sun doesn't care about this platform.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
Richard wants to tell us how it feels though. Thank you for the diamond, man. Give us a diamond. Thank you, dude. I just want to tell you how it feels, man. Thank you. It feels good. Jeremiah, nobody being able to pull the pin sounds like a good thing, but also potential to be very, very, very bad. I'm going to add another very to that. It does. It really, it's a frighteningly sketchy situation for sure for that. But like I said, you could light a match and burn down a whole bushland, whole forest fire. Leo, hello, Leo. How will replays work on it? I don't know. Good question. I don't think they exist because there's no centralized storage. So I don't think they exist. Although, maybe it's going to be tied into the BitTorrent file system. Remember, apparently DLive VODs were going to be linked into the BitTorrent file system way back when, and there would be a further reach for your DLive.
I want to tell you how it feels.
I want to tell you how it feels. Who did that? Rob Ozzy! Oh, the triple freaking give, my friend. Maybe because he doesn't see DLive future after 2022. Rob Ozzy, thank you for the triple freaking give, my friend.
Jesus. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, e, leaves, keys, mean, things, these, wings, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water things.
Maybe because he doesn't see DLive's future after 2022. Yeah, maybe you're right. Oh, that's Rob Ozzy. Rob Ozzy. I thought that was Rob Mack. Dude, I even read Rob Ozzy. How you doing, Rob? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. You're very welcome. Good to see you, man. Where have you been for so long, man? Kev, can I don't know if you can stick around for a bit, but hang on. Like you pointed out, DLive practically let you do anything that in itself tells you something isn't right. Like you pointed out, DLive practically let you do anything. Not really. I don't agree with that. I mean, so maybe it's a little more lenient, but they don't let you do anything. But the protocol, well, that's open house at that point. But Kev, let me just ask you, as a global partner, do you know, and even if you do, I guess you can't tell us, but do you know anything more than, like, I'm a verified partner and I know nothing, right? Nothing at all. Like, my knowledge of DLive and the current state of affairs is exactly the same as someone that comes onto this site yesterday and says, I'm going to start streaming. That's my knowledge of what DLive is doing, where it's headed. I'm just wondering if global partners have any inside information that, even if you can just allude to it, like without saying it, that'll give some kind of peace to people. Because people are asking, I'm asking the question, people are asking the question. I feel like we got so close to getting an answer 2 days ago, because he did do it, Justin Sun did do a stream. That's why it kills me that he didn't do it on DLive. And it's almost like a kick in the teeth, because we're the ones asking. Literally, we're the ones saying, hey, what's going on this site? Like, why is it so bad? Why is it such a Why does nobody care about this anymore? And the owner of the site goes, took me a year, but I'll answer that. I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do it on another platform, and it's going to be super difficult for you to all watch it. So bad luck. And further to that, I'm going to tweet about it, and DLive, not DLive Protocol Twitter, DLive.tv are going to grab that tweet and promote it and retweet it. So DLive.tv Twitter account is promoting all of you to go to the protocol. Now, I don't want to be the genius that works it out, but what does that sound like? It sounds like they're pushing everybody to the protocol. If it was about keeping both alive and both functioning, they would have streamed it on both. Right? Am I the only one that sees that, or am I the only one that'll say it? It feels like they're pushing DLive to the protocol. That's what it looks like. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody let me know. And there's a global partner. I hope Kev has information that can tell us, because we don't get told anything. Rob Ozzy, I'm good. I've been on the tubes of Twitch and fighting with Telstra for the NBN. Dude, I don't envy that fight, man. The NBN. I hope you get somewhere with that. G'day, Rob Mac. Kev, in all honesty, work has taken over my life, so I haven't seen anything at all. I'm clueless as to you. Okay, fair point. So we don't have any additional information at all at this stage. Okay, thanks for letting us know. I don't think GPs know anything either. Davey Z, hello Davey. Hey folks, greetings. G'day Davey Z. It's always good to see you, man. Kev says it'll be a case of one day you will wake up and think, where has DLive gone? Hope not, but it wouldn't surprise me. That's exactly my feelings. That's 100% what I've thought and what I've felt for quite some time. You'll just wake up one day, it'll be a 404. The Discord will be there for moments, and then it'll be all gone as well. And it'll be like, maybe if we're lucky, there'll be like and for those of you that had lemons on the site, here's the form to fill out to process it, expedited, sort of get it done and be done. And then there'll be probably a link to the protocol to download it. Off you go. DLive.tv as of X day will no longer exist, but we do encourage you to download and install the protocol and continue with your DLive journey. There'll be a reshuffling of staff, and there'll be that'll be the dude. How will lemons and stuff work? Don't know, man. Hey, Davey Z. Flowski in the house. G'day, Flo. How you doing? Good to see you. Personally, not going to the org thing if DLive TV disappears, so you won't go to the protocol. You have to install a client, and sorry, I just don't trust it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think there's a trust issue in the way I think of the protocol. It's no different than installing BitTorrent, the client, which I did install once, and then the only reason I installed the BitTorrent client was because we were told that our streams would be stored there through the BitTorrent file system, and DLive would be up there on a big banner, and you could start searching for streams. It never happened, so I uninstalled it and moved on. But I don't have a problem installing something from the Tron Foundation, but I get that. I get that vibe. Malpezzi in the house. G'day, Malpezzi. How you doing? Look, hey, if anybody wants to come on for a call and discuss this, I'm down for it, right? If anybody wants to call in, we can have call-ins. Got to be a supporter of the channel, though. You got to be a subscriber. But if you want to call in with a camera, have this discussion, I'm happy for it, because quite frankly, no one else is really discussing this. And it saddens me because the future of DLive is quite literally what was discussed. So are we not on the same page here? The guy who runs DLive, the top dog, did a live stream. It was titled, or the description on Twitter was, "The Future of DLive," 2 days ago, and no one's talking about it. No one got to see it. I don't know anybody that saw it, but somebody must have seen it. How come no one's talking about this? This is extremely important. The future of DLive. Forget your DLove and your community. This guy told us the future of the site. I thought the Discord would be flying with discussion about this. It's dead quiet. What's going on? What's going on when no one's discussing this? The future of DLive. by Justin Sun 2 days ago. Radio silence. Something's wrong. Flowski, sadly, DLive has a long history of not sharing news with the community until after it happens. This is true. This is true. But this is the one instance when there has been a sharing and it's come from the top dog. The very top, right? Justin Sun. Live streamed. The future of DLive. But you're right. And that's sad. Justin hasn't tweeted about it. This is Rob speaking. Or responded to any tweets about it. But the replies to his tweets are full of crypto freaks. I did see that. There's people that like faked his handle and retweeted it out. It's like, crikey. Davey, I've been a part of this since DLive was on .io and the Steemit network, and after it went through the first of 2 sets of owners, I have said. It's also kind of weird, flow speaking. Seems like instead of a discoverable hub, it's just stream via magnet links that you have to shout out. Yeah, but that's the way it works, but there was always this talk that it would be tied into the BitTorrent file system, so then it would be searchable. But at this stage, and I don't know because I've never used it, but that's how it was pitched to me, what you've just said. No one will find you, it seems, unless there's something I'm missing. Yeah, the thing you're missing is the searchability. So let's just say you did a stream titled Kelly Slater wins pipeline, right? And you streamed that out, then that would be searchable. And then that would theoretically come up through BitTorrent client. Kelly Slater wins pipeline masters. Streaming now. To watch it, you've got to install the protocol and get the magnet link. So a little bit finicky. Yo, Bobo Gigi, thank you for the lemons, Bobo. Back up in the chat. What was said, Malpezzi? Exactly. What was said on that stream? That's what we're trying to find out, dude. I cannot believe nobody else is asking these questions. The future. Mayunis. Wow. Thank you, Bobo. The future of this site, spelled out to us by the guy who runs it, and the Discord's dead silent. No one, like, it doesn't make any sense, right? For once, for the one time when the community is supposed to be so big and good, no one's talking about this. Yo, Bobo, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Bobo, back up in the chat. Davey says, DLive has become nothing but a dump for other crypto ventures losses so that crypto doesn't show a loss. Okay, you mean Tron network specifically or just crypto in general? I disagree with that, but I heard of it when you were live looking for it. Yeah, okay, so we did this on the day of the stream. We tried to find it. Flowski says, Burner Girl tried to watch it and mentioned yesterday, I was disappointed he didn't stream here on our platform and announce it. Yeah, so Burner Girl, that's what I said. There was one person in the general chat that mentioned it, and I wasn't going to mention their name, but there it is, Burner Girl. Flowski said it, yeah. Davey, after the Lena, I went to shite. Flowski, I'd argue it wasn't much of a sharing since none of us knew about it and everyone missed it. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't so important, like if it was just an update stream, like Justin Sun talking about, I don't know, what's his Uganda contracts or whatever, all that stuff, then that'd be fine. But this, quite literally, in the tweet from DLive, they retweeted his tweet, so that's very strange in itself. Justin Sun tweets out, and DLive.tv retweeted it. The future of decentralized streaming and DLive streaming now or streaming soon on DLive.org protocol. Download this magnet link, install this software, and watch it. And then nobody's talking about it. And it's like I said, the community is what we always hear is so good here. Community, 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 community. Why is the community dead silent right now? Quite literally, the future of this site, and nobody talking about it. No one talking. Your community seems like they're busy putting their pizzas together again, maybe. Trying to get some more lemon, right? Crikey. Pineapple, sorry, my bad. Bobby girl. Thank you for the lemons there, Bobby. Anyway, I don't want to be a downer. I'm just disappointed. I love the DLive community because of all your... I mean, but Flo, it's not that I'm trying to be a downer. I'm just asking the simple question that we should all be asking. What is the future of this site? If no one's going to tell us, and then Justin Sun comes out to tell us, and we can't watch it, they push it onto another site they're leaving us out. They left us out of it. They left the DLive streamers out of the equation. They pushed it onto the protocol. No one talks about it. No one tells us what was said. I don't... Look, if that makes me a downer, label me a downer. I want to know what the future of this site is. Spread the word. Is this a... Seriously? No time for this, dickhead. How's the troll? Trolling me and donating to me. What a tool. Without a website, with a bunch of thumbs and carousel and whatnot, I can't see too many people finding streamers and watching without sending links manually to friends. That's definitely how it works. You got to send a link out. Thanks for talking about this, Gives. I've always loved that about your channel. Not afraid to ask the deep, important questions. But I thank you, Flo. Thank you. But I do get, you know, like I've felt the wrath on the community or from the community just from asking these questions before. Now it's been 2 days since that stream. I've let things just cruise along, thinking someone's going to talk about it. Some of the community's going to step up, and there's going to be a bullet points of who watched the stream, and they're going to tell us what it is. 2 days went by, nothing. So here I am again, probably going to cop the wrath of the community against me. When it comes down to the future of the site, I want to know, and if you, not you, Flo, but in general, if you think you don't want to know, you're kidding yourself, because it's our community, it's our site. We don't know the future of it because no one's talking about it. It's a beautiful situation, isn't it? Davey, I agree with Flo. Thanks for talking about it. Thank you, Davey. Thank you. In a way, it could make a lot of people happy because supposedly completely decentralized, no censorship, etc. That's totally it. Like the protocol, like I said, the protocol is a great idea. Not something I think I would need for my content. I don't need fully decentralized peer-to-peer streaming, but I like the idea of it. One thing that was never discussed with me back a year ago when I did have this call with the dev team, how it will be monetized. How can a streamer monetize that? Aside from, you know, here's my Bitcoin address or here's my Litecoin address or whatever it is. Aside from that, I don't think there's any kind of in-app currency that site uses. I could be wrong. I can't see it because I can't use it because it's not on Mac. But CM EasyQ, DLive has always seemed sus. Okay, I disagree, but you can feel that way for sure. Davey, or how about this, B? Justin is going more the route of decentralization like Web3 and .crypto websites. Yeah, I mean, that's certainly the future for sure. And all the blockchain and cannot be censored unless the internet is turned off. This is exactly, you're dead right. And we know this about the guy, right? This is his MO. We know that about Justin Sun. When it comes to the future of DLive though, .tv, aren't we allowed to know that? Even though we know sort of the loose plan from Justin, the approach that he takes anyway. Flowski, I was speaking more against myself after feeling like all mine sounded negative. I don't get that vibe from you, just honestly, which I appreciate. I get you, Flo. I get you. Thank you for clarifying. I can see what you were saying now. Jeremiah, how many people actually caught that stream? Surely someone must know something. Well, from the reports I'm seeing, no one in my chat saw it, and an additional burner girl couldn't get it to work either. Does anybody know anybody who watched that stream? I guess that's the question we need to ask. Does anybody know anybody who caught that stream on the protocol? Yo, Corey, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way street. But you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow, Corey. once it's on the blockchain, it cannot be deleted. This is true. I'm a free speech advocate for the most part, but I've never needed that for my content either. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same as you, Flo. Like, I get it and I agree with it. I just don't need it. But yeah, I'm exactly the same. Davey agrees. Jeremiah, how do they plan to make money off a decentralized platform? Well, it'd have to be some linking. There'd have to be something to do with any of the Tron tokens. Good point, Jeremiah. Is there a replay somewhere we can watch together? I mean, if anybody's got a link to the replay, bam, hit that up, right? If anybody finds a link to the VOD or a replay or a re-up or someone put it on YouTube or something, please, for the life of us and for the future of DLive, link that shizzle up. We'll watch it right now. Maybe no one saw it. Right on, Rob. I reckon you're right. Nobody saw it. Flowski, I just did a search for Justin Sun Future of DLive Protocol, and your live stream was literally the first result. This stream right now, I am live on YouTube. Is that a fact, dude? Did that come up? Let me do that little experiment for myself. Justin Sun, the future of DLive. Yeah, there you go. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna leave the. Look at this. This is his tweet. The future of DLive streaming. Look at this. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, dickhead. Not today, man. We got other things to do than deal with trolls. Dude, take a back seat today, you dickhead. I won't have to keep deleting you. It's pointless, right? You're going to make a stupid handle. It's going to come in here. I'm going to have to stop for 2 seconds and delete and mute you. Come on, man. Do something better. Go outside. Go for a walk. Go and sharpen your axe or something, man. Let's take a look at this for a giggle. Yeah, there's Justin Sun's tweet. And this is my stream here. I will keep this up on YouTube, yeah, because no one is talking about it. This is a very stream on YouTube come up as a result. No one. Guess you're the only one talking about it. I mean, I guess I'm lying because I said no one's talking about it, but I am. I tried to search on Google after reading Boner Girl's comment on the Discord. Couldn't find a thing. Interesting. Davey Z says, that makes me wonder about the hush-hush of it all. Is it not just beyond Justin to know about search engine optimization? Someone made a comment, analog by nature. Let's have a look at this. This is a funny tweet, actually. This is the tweet that Justin Sun put out, and then DLive went ahead and retweeted it. And there's Charles Wayne there. What the hell? Wait a second. What's... That's Charles Wayne. That's Justin Sun. When did this go live? The 16th of January 2020 through the Periscope app to go live on Twitter. So that's not what we're looking for. That's not it. Don't get confused. Charles Wayne is long since gone, and that's not current. Well, we can still find his tweet though. Here we go. So these are all extra treat tweets. Hey, where is his tweet? What the heck? Oh man. Okay, so that's... Why can't I just... I don't want to log in. You know what? I'll just open up my Brave browser. Let me just do that quickly. I'll just grab the Brave browser here, folks. Let me just get off scene. I just want to... Actually, I could just tell you. I just want to tell you this tweet from Analog by Nature. I don't have to bring it up, but... now I forgot what it was. Oh, no. So he was Analog by Nature, a streamer on DLive, responded to Justin Sun, or the tweet chain, and he said, because someone came in and responded with, due to the very nature of the protocol and the magnet sharing and whatnot, this can only be done on DLive protocol. And he, Analog by Nature, responded with, surely a bunch of millionaires could work out how to use Restream.io. I thought that was a classic. Eh? It's like, yeah, I agree. Surely someone there with millions and millions of dollars up their sleeve could work out how to use Restream.io and send it out. But, you know, it's neither here nor there. It's pretty odd that the owner of a live stream platform wouldn't live stream the news on the platform he owns. You took the words out of my mouth. Might be better served with a little peek into what the headline for Tron and BTT are. Right, Davey. So, I mean, we've already seen a redenominating of BTT and BTT old becoming the existing BTT and the new one, which is divisible by 1000. We already know about that. Is there another announcement coming where it's like, well, we have DLive.tv and that's been failing for quite some time. We really want to put all our eggs into the DLive.org, which is the protocol. So from April 1, April Fool's Day, you fools, from April 1, everything's going to be pushed across to the protocol. All the dev teams are going to be moved across to the protocol. DLive.tv will sit in a hibernation state. No one will be able to use it. The site will be archived and off we go to the protocol. Dude, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Again, this is all speculation because, well, we didn't get to see the stream. We don't know anything about it. No one's talking about it. So, what a shame. I will give you the opportunity though, if anybody wants to call in. Otherwise, we'll move on from this content. It saddens me, but you know, I've left this open for anybody to call in. Even if anybody far out, if anybody knows, like, just we the streamers want to know what's going on our platform. We want to know. We would like to have watched that stream. We didn't. We couldn't. Nobody did. Nobody could. Hendrik in the house. Hello. G'day, H-Man. How you doing, man? Justin did a stream on his YouTube channel 3 days ago, but it was about Tron, not DLive. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Hey, Rob Aussie, sorry I merged you with Rob Mack in my puny mind. Flo, you've just hit me up again, dude. That's what I do all the time. I didn't notice it was Rob Aussie until I saw the YVW. You're very welcome. That's Rob Aussie's little catch call. They've been slowly picking at the taking away of the main features of the platform. I mean, even Tidy Labs has been having trouble. Is that right? Tidy Labs is having trouble? I mean, the fact that the chest has been gone for so long now, that should be concerning, right? The fact that the only way for streamers to monetize their stream content to their viewers has been now gone for, I mean, if you include all the channels that it was failing with, it's been nearly 3 months now. It's definitely been all of this year. So it was into like the early parts of like November last year when this sort of started. So that's all of, let's just say half of November, all of December, all of January. I mean, now first week of Feb, like that's at least 3 full months without a chest. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, because you would say that, and I would say that that's one of the only things that this site has that stands it apart from anywhere else. There isn't anything. In fact, what are the, okay, educate me. What are the differences to DLive to any other platform? DLive take 25% cut off your donations. You might say that's less than 30%. Okay, sure. Used to be 0. Used to be 0%. DLive does not and will never take a cut from streamers until they changed the wording and said DLive take 25%. This goes back into the team to develop the site. That's been going on for over a year now and not much development. I mean, there's good things coming, right? Always good things coming. All the things have been taken and nothing's been added. You might say, but there's back-end stuff, dude. Back-end stuff? The stuff was already working. If things are working, what are the back-end things that have been added to fix it and to make it work better, yet now things don't work? There's been a reshuffling of staff. We've reshuffled the staff. There's been a few of those. Is that what the money's for, to rehire staff and pay them more? We'll get rid of the Guardians. A volunteer position, get rid of it? Maybe not the smartest move, right? Maybe not the greatest move. Get rid of the Guardians, they were volunteers. I wonder if DLive staff even know or watch the stream. I mean, yeah, that's a good question, right? If the staff you would think, right? You would think that the staff members would know what this stream was about and can then come out and divvy that up to the streamers. Now, frankly speaking, that information should go to the global partners first, then it should be dumped out to the verified partners to disseminate across the site. Affiliates, maybe not. But just what I'm saying is there's two tiers here. There's global and verified partner. We're supposed to represent this site. We're supposed to be the shining beacon to educate and to inform of the site. If we don't know, how are we meant to tell anybody else? How are we supposed to on-sell a message which we've not even been given ourselves? And that's the frustrating thing, because we've been asking for so long for this. We've been saying, give us back the community, give us back the streams, give us back the information, give us this two-way street that used to exist here. And all the while it's been, nah. And pinching things and taking things away. Nah. And then there's been this promise, good things are coming, good things are coming, good things are coming. How long until the good things come? Looks like the protocol's it. I totally agree about the cut change. Didn't seem like much change except stuff developing and breaking. Right. And someone else said once before, like, what Justin Sun with his millions of dollars to go and have lunch with Warren Buffett and he's taking cuts off streamers? I don't know about that. The guy's loaded, right? Like, why does he need our money? The only thing, Richard, thank you, man. Wow. Thank you, dude. The only thing that made DLive different was that there were no cuts. Whatever I earn, I earn.
I just want to tell you how it feels.
I just want to tell you how it feels. Thank you for the diamond. Oh, Richard, you've got a little triple give action there, my friend. Cheers.
Jesus. Bees, ease, cheese, ease, needs, me's, e, leases, keys, mean, things, these, wins, teas, leaves, me's, these, bees, mean, mind, water, things.
Thank you, Richard. Cheers, man. A newsletter to streamer emails could have been done too. Jeremiah, let me tell you, right? If you're not going to do a community stream where the community discusses community, then a newsletter, as lousy as that sounds from the 2000 era, that's the minimum that should have taken place, right? There should have been... Dude, I've never, ever had an email from DLive. Aside from, your ticket response has been received, or... congratulations, becoming a verified partner. That's an email. I've got to report a troll. Can I talk to someone about that? Okay, get an email. Not once, not ever have I had an email from DLive saying, oh, g'day partners. This is a group email to all the verified partners just to let you know of these changes that are coming and when they're coming and how you can educate on your stream about these upcoming differences to the site. This is what we're thinking. We've pretty much got this already nailed down, so we're just letting you know now on the 27th of the month it's going to go live on the site, so just be prepared for questions. Here's the way you can answer them. Here's the verbiage we'd like you to use. You can say whatever you want, but here's the way it would be easiest to discuss it. Whatever the thing is, right? Just an email to the partners. Never, not one, ever. That's not even a thing, right? That doesn't even exist. So aren't we supposed to represent? Like I said before, how do we represent something we don't know about? Very strange. They got rid of the page on the community site with all the mugshots and descriptions of duties around when Lino died. Is that right? Or shortly after? Yeah, okay. Does anybody talk with NetDonna? I hear she has reliable info about the inner things of DLive at times when it's been needed. I didn't know that. I don't know how she would have information that no one else has, but if she does, that would be pretty handy to get that info. Warren Buffett at a buffet. Took a break. At least the Discord announcement feels like a community breakdown. I feel like staff would have handled it better. It seems like they were out of the loop. At least that's what it looks like. It does look like that. Communication breakdown. They didn't seem to take anyone's time zones into account with their one and done schedules as well. That's always going to be an issue though, Jeremiah. Like I can't I can't speak on that because no matter when you stream, you're gonna have someone be like, dude, that's so bad for me. If the importance or if the announcements are really important, I'd make a time. I'd get up at whatever time accordingly. But yeah, not everyone's the same. But I see what you're saying, but I just don't think that, unfortunately, given the global planet we live on, I'll tell you what, that'd be one benefit of the flat Earth. If we were all one time zone, that'd be sick. But yeah, that's a different story, right? Has anyone looked into who owns the domain DLive.org? No, I haven't. Who really has any very visible info these days? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like, to be frank, we've been live for nearly an hour here and we've got no new information about this. I'd suggest maybe we're not going to get any new information. I don't think anybody... I mean, I'm not having a crack at anybody in my chat, but you all don't know anything. Like me, we're all equal on this one-way street at the moment. We don't know anything. We don't know what the stream was about. Well, we know what the description was, the future of DLive. We don't know what that is. No one's asked about it. No one's been told. So, registered on GoDaddy, the Free Live Speech Foundation is a registrant from who is? Yeah, right. Who's the Free Live? Let's go and have a look who the Free Live Speech Foundation is. Free Live Speech Foundation. Sourcewatch.org. According to its donation page, the Free Speech Foundation is a non-profit organization under Section 501c3 of the Internal Revenue Code. The Free Live... That's not it. That's Free Speech Foundation. Free Live Speech. Free Live Speech. Who is? So this is not it. We all know about those non-profits, but that wasn't it. That was like that's different because this has the word live in it. This doesn't have the word live in it. This is just the Free Speech Foundation, not the Free Live Speech Foundation. What if I put DLive after it? Here's the Wikipedia page. An open letter to the DLive community. Oh, this is in response to the insurrection. Drop everything and start live streaming on DLive from Steemit. Put Free Live Speech Foundation in double quotes. What? Maybe you meant actually an acronym. FLS Foundation. What was it? Was it Foundation? Free Live Speech. FLFS. Doesn't look like it's coming up, dude. No, you had it right. Okay, cool. Doesn't .org mean a non-profit? Yeah, typically you've got to be a non-profit to register a .org. DLive has almost no presence in searches. Most searches are from PewDiePie's era or from the 6th of January debacle. Never had much marketing effort. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's a shame. When you search DLive and you come up with that, it's not looking good, is it? It doesn't necessarily mean that. I've owned .org domains before, not particularly a requirement to have a non-profit. Oh, okay. It just tells Google you want the words in order. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, okay. Look, I mean, if everybody's okay, can we put this behind us and move on? I mean, like I said, we've been live for about an hour here and no one's coming in and offering us any information. I'm not suggesting that I required it. I'm just saying that we wanted to know and we asked the question for around about an hour and we never got an answer. The future of DLive is confusing. We don't know what... I really wish someone watched that stream and could report back, but we're not going to get that either. So I do have other content that I want to deliver today. We've got a few videos we want to look at, some links that you guys have put in my chit chat. We've got this one here. Is this what has become of SoundCloud rap? This is from the channel No Jumper. We got the Elgato Stream Deck for your feet. This is the link that Hendrik gave me to take a look at. Take a look at that. How to power your house from a generator. I'm interested to see that. Battery or gas. And then there's this wave from Nazare. I'm always interested to see big waves swell from Nazare. And then old mate Toothboy. We could take a look at that. It's cool here. I'm glad it was talked about. Yeah, well, I mean, look, like I said, I did put this out on YouTube, and I will end the stream on YouTube because I do want this to be permanency. This needs to be documented, right? This is not good enough. If this is what it's like to be a streamer on DLive and not be told anything and be kept in the dark, and then when you finally get the information, hey, Justin Sun's going to do a stream, then they push you aside and say, we're not doing it on DLive, we're doing it on .org, on the protocol, and you're on a Mac, bad luck, you can't see it. And then no one documents it, no one screen grabs it, hell, someone should have screen recorded it, right? And got that out there. It's the future of DLive. It's been 2 days, no one's talking about it. So look, let me just be clear. If we wake up one day and DLive is just gone, you can't say we weren't told, because we might have been told on that very stream. That stream might have been where Justin Sun said, we are pulling the pin on DLive.tv. You've got 4 days to get your lemons out, and then we're coming over to .org, and if you're not here, it's done. That might have been what he did. We don't know. I mean, that's a stretch, right? That's a big stretch, but that could have been what was spoken about. And the fact that nobody's asking and nobody's talking about it in the Discord, it's very frightening. It's very frightening. But we're not going to get any freaking answers here. So let's take a break here. And I will wrap the stream up on YouTube. And when we come back, I'll go and get a coffee. We'll come back, take a look at these links. But thanks for being here with me, you yahoos. I guess what I should do is I should just do a little black screen activity here for the end of the YouTube stream. So let me just give 20 seconds of silence and blackness, and that'll be the end. That'll signify the end of the YouTube stream. It'll look a little like this, but I'll still be talking over it. So I guess I should shut my freaking gob, and we'll just take 20 seconds of blackness. I'll see you back in a second. 20 seconds to be exactly. 25 more. Just stay put.